Guys, so I haven't seen you guys for a couple of weeks, which wasn't intentional. I know the last video I made, I talked about making one with the Route 11 yard crawl. If you haven't seen that video, what a yard crawl is a very like in this case, the Route 11 is 40 miles of consecutive yard sales. And it's just like tons of people setting up in large locations, but there are also just people lining the streets with like booths and carts and selling a ton of cool stuff. And so I was hoping to do some dole hunting. I'll show you some clips from that real quick, but they're very crowded, and it doesn't take long for it to get hot, especially because it's in early August in Virginia. So like for us, it's like middle of summer. Very hot, very humid. It doesn't take long to get worn out, especially if you don't really see yourself finding stuff right off the bat. But I actually did stay for about, I don't know, like probably close to 6 hours. Like I usually do it from like when they open at like 7 a.m. until about lunchtime. And then by lunchtime, like I'm hungry and tired and fussy, so I like go get something to eat. But yeah, so I did find some stuff. I found a La La Loopsy girl that I'd been looking for that I was having trouble finding at a reasonable price. Oh my god, I never remember to turn off the air freshener, so I'm just going to assume that you guys know that's what it is by now, and I'm just going to give up on that. But yeah, and so like I found her. I still need like her shoes and like her shirt, but like I found her almost complete, and it was like Mittens something. Yeah, she's my favorite, and I can't even remember her name. She was actually one of the hardest ones that I had trouble finding her. I have a bunch of the little ones. I never collected like the big baby doll sized ones, but I did like the La La Loopsy girls that were like fashion doll sized. So she was one of like the 3 or 4 that I'd been looking for. I actually have Stormy and Cloudy Skies coming to me, and now I have her like minus like 2 little things, and then I still want, I think her name is Bee Smart. I don't know. She's like an owl themed one, like a school theme, and I think her pet's an owl. I don't know. She's really cute. So yeah, there are definitely still some of those I want. I also found a really hard to find Ever After High dress. It was for the Fairest on Ice Poppy. I went out and was trying to help somebody from Canada, and they could not find the dolls in their area. My store seemed like it had plenty, so I bought them one of each, shipped it to them. I was like, I'll go buy my own next week. They were sold out, and I never saw Poppy again. So I'd had Ashlyn, I'd had Duchess, but Poppy is still elusive for me because like eBay prices. Let me just tell you, like eBay people have been going crazy. Now don't get me wrong, we're living in a time right now where a lot of things are more expensive because it's just how the world is. There was a shortage on almost everything. A lot of it stems from COVID. A lot of it stems from workers finally standing up for themselves. Like everywhere in like all the towns neighboring, all you see are now hiring signs, and you see companies complaining, oh, well, nobody wants to work. First of all, hire your workers for full-time jobs, give them benefits and a living wage so that they can afford to get an apartment by themselves without having to have like 10 roommates, and people will come to work. But if you're going to do some really shady stuff, like pay minimum wage, which is literally the least you can get away with. It's not even like this is a standard. You're picking to pay them the absolute least that you can get away with to not cut into your profits, millionaires. Okay, so you're paying them minimum wage, and then you're giving people like, and I've had jobs do this to me. They'll give you 39 hours, just short of 40, just short of full time, so that you can't afford or you can't get benefits. Like it's just enough to keep you from being able to see a doctor or have like health insurance and vision insurance and dental insurance, etc. So, we're living in a world where prices are going up on everything. And I recently was speaking to my postal fellow. Like I said, I live in a very small town. We have like one postmaster guy, and he's like the only one there all the time. It's like a little 1-room post office. But he was telling me that like all the prices are going up by like a quarter. Come like the first part of October. So that's a thing. I know even Isaac Larian from MGA has gone on record to say that, they have tons and tons of stuff sitting on shipping containers in a port in California waiting to be unloaded, but they don't have the truckers to do it because there are not enough truck drivers working. Last week I was on vacation, and While I will say, I really love that the folks in the Outer Banks of North Carolina were still following mask mandates, social distancing. Like, they were really making an effort from what I could see in all the places that I went. But there was definitely, like, there were stores that just couldn't even open, restaurants that had signs on the door saying they don't have enough staff to open. Like, it was pretty wild, honestly. Like, you see a lot of that. But I don't mind if it means that workers are finally standing up for themselves and demanding a fair wage. Like, I can't argue with that. So I do think that we've seen those price increases in dolls in the stores. I know that a lot of the prices that we're seeing on the Rainbow High dolls that are coming out were like, yikes. You guys, if you've seen the leaked versions, I guess, I don't know if they're like really leaked anymore. I think at this point they've put out the like official photos of the Rockstar like Rainbow High dolls that are coming out. Can I say they're worth $49.95? I mean, they don't look like it. I really don't love paying that much extra for like musical instruments that I'm not gonna, like, I don't use any of that stuff. I mean, I guess it's great for little kids, but like, what little, I'm sorry, but parents and grandparents are already struggling for money aren't gonna go out and necessarily pay like $50 for a doll when they could just get them like a handful of Barbies for that same price. So that's the thing. So like, I mean, if this is aimed at collectors, like, that's great, but like, I'm not using any of that stuff. Maybe some collectors do. I know a lot of people set up dioramas and stuff for their doll photos. So like, I think for some people it will be worth it. For me, I mean, I'm still gonna get them, yeah, but like, not thrilled about it. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, so I did go to the yard crawl. Like I said, I got a couple of cute Barbie dresses. I got that Lala Loopsy girl. I got that Ever After High dress, and that was really about it. There just wasn't a lot of great stuff. This year was very minimal due to, I guess, like COVID stuff. There weren't a lot of people set up, as there usually are. And it was still nice though. Like, it was fun. And then the following week, like this past week, I was on vacation, to the Outer Banks. Like I said, we went to the beach. It was just like a really nice week of getting away. And then, yeah, I really didn't do any doll stuff. Like, I just kind of logged out of social media for a while. Like, I tried not to spend too much time on it because I wanted to spend time with my family. But you guys, I came back to like every inbox I have just absolutely overflowing. And you have to understand, like, I have like 5 Instagrams. A lot. Yeah, I have like the one for like taxidermy and nature stuff. I have one for my makeup work, one for my photography work, and I don't even use those anymore since I retired, but like, people still message me on them. I have my normal one, I have my Animal Crossing one, and my adult one. I have 6 Instagrams, you guys. And then I have my regular Facebook page, and then my work one, which is just like a like page, whatever. And I deleted like my main work one that had like thousands of followers because like stress. Anyway, so like, yeah, I mean, I still have like 2 Facebooks. I have 6 Instagrams, TikTok, which I haven't checked the messages on there in an embarrassing long time. Sorry to my friends who probably don't watch this because they don't collect dolls. But yeah, so like, that's the thing. But the vacation was nice. Like, I did really need the break. I think more than I realized. Just being able to like sleep in was really nice. Being away from Sausage was really hard because he's baby. He's laying over there on the bed asleep. In fact, the dog's inside asleep too, which is unusual because she loves being outdoors. But we're getting all this rain off of like Hurricane Ida or whatever, I guess everybody's saying. Like, there's just residual storms coming off of that. So she doesn't like being out in the rain, but she doesn't love being indoors either. So like, she's tortured soul today. So you can hear her snoring in the background. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it was a good 2 weeks. I do have a lot of messages still to answer from folks. I'm so sorry about that. I have a couple of commissions. I have one coming in from someone who wants a mini-me version of themselves, on a Rainbow High doll. And then I think that's going to be it. Like, I think I'm going to take a break. I know, like, I feel so bad because I've had so many people asking, and I try to only take like 1 or 2 a week. But this one actually got sent to me the day before I left on vacation. I think I got it, or maybe like 2 days. I just didn't have time to dye her and return her before then. It's supposed to be a Macaron Kaya. So of course, like, she's got all of the bright colors in her hair, but like the parts that are normally pastel pink have been done in other pastel colors instead. But she's actually getting gone over because the owner, I guess like the lighting I had the original picture in of the first one I did, her hair looked brighter versus pastel. So, and that's the version that the owner of this one fell in love with. So I'm actually going to be going over her hair in brighter colors, just to give her a bit more pop before she goes to her new home, and she's getting an eye change. I'm doing an eye change on like a couple of dolls, so I was actually going to do them last night, but I got my trigger point injections yesterday from pain management, and I think they just made me way more tired than I thought they were going to. So that's the thing. Plus, with shipping going up, honestly, like I was saying, people on eBay have been really wild. I actually saw somebody not long ago, because I'm trying to go back in between and collect like older dolls from collections that I'm missing. And I've got some time on my hands, because let me tell you guys, I still don't have all of the winter break dolls. I'm still missing Ruby. I'm still missing Violet. I wanted to get doubles of everybody to die. The only one I've died so far is Jade, because they're all wrecked. You guys. I've seen one Sunny, and probably the 60 or 70 Sunnies that I've dug through in weeks now, multiple different stores, that had an even face. Like, okay, so you guys look like my eyebrows aren't like perfectly even, like once it's higher than the other, whatever. It happens. But like, I'm talking like her, like, and you can check my Instagram for this, like I did like an actual grid of their face. Her actual face mold is crooked. Like, one eye sits up higher than the other, which again, it happens in humans. It's not really like the hugest deal. But when they go to print her makeup on, it now sits uneven. So like, one of the eyeshadows comes way out here, whereas the other one ends like over like here. So all of the Sunnies pretty much have bad faces. I found one with a good face, and I won't even dye her, because like, she's so perfect. Like, I'm not going to bring any harm to her very, very thinly rooted head. That's the other thing. Like, they just decided that they were throwing winter break out there. Well, I guess they got hats on, so who cares if they're bald? We'll just staple the hat in like 6 different places into their head. Kids won't take it off. They'll never know the doll is bald. Like, I feel like that was MGA's like train of thought. Is really gross, honestly. So I don't have all of them yet. I haven't bought doubles really of any of them, because, oh, you know what? I take that back, you guys. I dyed Poppy. I forgot about that. I dyed Poppy and I dyed Jade. But like, I got Skylar right before I left. She's really cute, but like, I mean, she's not really anything to write home about either. She just, her curls are really, really nice. Like, A++. So yeah, I haven't found a good Ruby really yet. I haven't found a good Violet. Like, I'm not even that picky, you guys, and you know how you can tell? Because I collect Monster High dolls. If anybody ever had a Cleo that wasn't wall-eyed, it had to have been a reboot, because none of the originals had straight eyes at all. Like, they were all looking 2 different directions. Like, it was something. So, you know, I'm obviously not that picky, but it, when you're charging like $40 and $50 for a doll, like, I'm not paying for it if it's bald and messed up. So that's a thing. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm still looking at getting winter break, but in between I've been buying some of the lesser expensive dolls that I've been missing. Like I said, I have 2 more Lola Loopsies coming. Another of the, if you've seen it on my Instagram, these really adorable Breakfast Club dolls that someone made, using Num Noms and Boxy Girls hybrids, and they're the cutest thing. Hold on, like, I'm gonna go get it, because like, this is so adorable. I have to share it with you guys. Okay guys, so here we go. Look at this. Look at this precious thing. First of all, I love breakfast foods. Second of all, I love bears. So this one's like a little pancake bear, and I have a waffle bear coming. And I don't know if the person I bought these from has any more, but if you want to see more of them, I will link them down below. Let's see what else. I'm probably going to be selling my Barbie extras for the same reason of like the whole cost going up thing, because like, let's be honest, like, they're not really worth it. A lot of the ones that are coming out, like, the clothes are just sloppy and confusing and shoddily made, and I think that like Mattel thinks that they're like is equally quality to MGA, and they're just trying to jack up the prices to match, and like, I'm not feeling it. I'm just not. I'm not really a Barbie person anyway. I do like their articulated bodies, but that's about it. So I might end up just selling those, because here's the thing that irks me the most, and Mattel is known for this. Like, they really, really are. So they have, like, I think like a 5-pack coming out. And it's 4 of the original girls that we all bought, like, last year. And then they're putting in 1 new girl. And you're going to try to charge me, like, what, $50, $60 to get the one doll I need out of there? And you know she's going to be crazy on eBay. Like I said, eBay has been wilding out lately. Like, these folks are trying to sell nude rainbow high dolls. By the time you pay shipping, they're just as expensive or more expensive than if you just went on Amazon and bought a brand new rainbow high doll, brand new in box with everything it comes with. Like, I don't even... Okay, look, even if we're selling them nude for like $10, by the time you factor in shipping for most of the places in the US, you're looking at close to $20. And honestly, most of the rainbow high dolls, the early ones, are on sale right now on Amazon for like less than that. You can just buy them new with everything with them. Some people still prefer to get nude because they don't want all the extra stuff. They don't want to have to deal with all the extra stuff, I guess. But, like, honestly, I feel like people on eBay, Mercari, whatever, like, they're really just trying to do the most. Like, and I get it. They just want to make money. They're just trying to do a job and make a couple of dollars like everybody else. But I'm not really falling for it. Like, I literally have been trying to go back and get some Bratzillas that I was missing. Because they just weren't widely... I guess, like, sold around my area. There's somebody on there selling the Switcher Witch Bratzillas, and they were very much like the Monster High Creator Monsters, as they came in multiple pieces. So you had the hand, and then the upper arm and lower arm were 2 separate pieces. These people are selling, like, each piece for, like, $10. So you got a hand for $10, a lower arm for $10, an upper arm for $10. That's $30 for one arm. Then you gotta buy the other arm, another $30. So now I paid $60 for 2 arms, and I don't even have a torso, a head, or the, like, 2-part legs. And so basically, by the time you buy the doll, it's, like, over $100, which is, like, it's fine if all you did was lose a hand. But if you're trying to get the whole doll, like, okay. Anyway, so yeah, it's really just one of those things where, like, dolls are so popular, I guess, in the last few years that people are really being crazy about it. And, like, I'm just not really into it. I'd rather bide my time, look for a good deal, buy something reasonable. And, like, I understand with older dolls, like, you might not find them for retail. But a lot of these aren't even rare. Like, honestly, Monster High and Ever After High, other than the reboot dolls, were so oversaturated. Like, you could find them so easily. Like, it blows my mind that people are trying to sell them for, like, crazy, crazy amounts. But, like I said, I get it. If you're trying to make a living, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not great at pricing stuff. Like, I tend to always underprice anyway, but, like, that's just me. So, like I said, I went on vacation. That was really great. I came home. I've got a couple of commissions to do. I am going to be doing I guess they're all going to come down. You guys, I swear. This is my life. Get back up there, Ruby. Shame on you. Anyway, so you guys have seen, like, normal Crystal's hair is a blend of purple and blue. I actually dyed one using just a dark blue. Sorry, her hair's all messed up now from when I dropped her. And I mean, they look pretty different in light, but, like, from further back, they still look just too similar. So I'm actually going to do her hair. You guys voted for black, so I'm going to do black. The only thing I worry about is that I've noticed I have a lot of black haired dolls lately. Like, originally that wasn't the case. Like, I have a Stella whose hair is so dark brown that it's almost black, a Poppy whose hair is a mixture of dark brown and black, a Ruby whose hair is black because, like, it's the only color she goes. And then I have an Amaya whose hair is black, and then a couple of dolls whose hair is, like, half black and half another color, which I took off her extra, like, colorful makeup and just left the black and white on my black and white Amaya. Which I guess I could have left the colorful makeup because I left her rainbow in her hair, but, like, whatever. Anyway, so, yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't had a lot of time to work on dolls. I really haven't bought a lot of them because winter break is kind of gross. I still need, like I said, the cheerleader and the gymnast OMG dolls. And, like, there's so many coming out. There's the travel OMG dolls and the swimmer OMG dolls, which it's still up for debate on whether or not those guys are even articulated or not. There's this massive Movie Magic line that's coming out with, like, a ton of dolls. And then, you know, like, Rainbow High has, at some point this year, Series 3 is coming out. I think people have said next month, which means we'll probably start finding them in stores this month, at least in California. There is the Rockstar dolls, which is like another $3, and they're all, like I said, like $50 each. Whether or not they're worth it, we'll see. Like I said, I don't use the instruments and stuff, so like to me it's not worth it, but like whatever. Let's see what else. Gosh, there's so many lines come out, like I can't even remember all of them, you guys. There is the Slumber Party line that's due out at some point. The Massive House that's like $200, which I'm definitely not buying. Not even because I don't like it. I really, really do. Like, it looks so cute, but like I don't have room. I just really don't. Like, it's not gonna happen. So, you know, there's just all of them have so many lines coming out. It's like it's hard to keep up with. So with Barbie Extra, the clothes are looking cheap and tacky, and they're just not looking great. So I'm probably going to sell the ones that I do have, because I'm a hashtag over it and I want room for other stuff. Like I'm still in love with dolls. I'm definitely still in love with Rainbow High, but I'm going to be selling some of those probably later today. And I know some folks have been like, oh, I heard you sell them, but when I go to your Instagram, I don't see them. I usually remove the sales post shortly after. Like, I give people time to like screen cap it so they can look back on it while they're waiting for their doll to come in or whatever. But I usually delete them after I sell stuff, just so it's not clogging up my feed or whatever. But yeah, they sell really, really fast. Like, sometimes immediately, sometimes before I've even listed them for sale. Like, I'll post a picture of like, oh, I'm working on this one, it's going to be for sale later, and people are like, I'll buy it right now. So, you know, that's the thing. Like, they do sell really, really fast. And a lot of times I try to like kind of post ahead of time. Like, I'll post a little thing saying, hey, I'm about to do a sale, so that people have time to like kind of prepare themselves and like be online. I guess the other thing would be that, like I said, I'm probably going to quit taking commissions, because my life is changing like a whole lot, you guys. Like, okay, so you guys remember when I said that my son had graduated, he had just gotten his first job, he was working overnight, my other son works days, neither one of them drive yet due to health problems, and then my husband works as well. So like, I had a very small amount of time where I wasn't like just basically driving constantly to do stuff like dolls and, you know, to do a couple of commissions, whatever. So I'm gonna redo this Kia right quick and make her a little less pastel and a little more party. And then, like I said, I have one coming in, I think, like sometime next week, that is going to be a mini-me for somebody. And then I'm probably not taking commissions for the rest of the year, because hear me out, holidays are huge where I live. Like, in my house, seasonal stuff and holidays is so big this time of year. Like, we go to football games and pumpkin patches and corn mazes, and like my husband and I do all of the romantic fall stuff. Like, we've actually gone on Pinterest, well, I have, and gotten like this checklist, and then we've gone through and like done as many of them as we can just to challenge ourselves and have a lot of fun with it. So fall is really big for us. We're already talking football games, like, for real. But yeah, so like it's one of those things where then the holidays come around and okay, so we have 2 Christmases and 2 Thanksgivings, and the reason for that is that we have one at our house where like my children's friends come, and like it's us and like their friends, and like we have like a big thing here. And then my husband's family does a big thing at like their house as well. So we usually do ours like the day before Thanksgiving and the day before Christmas. They do theirs on Thanksgiving and on Christmas, but that means double the amounts of cooking, double the amounts of gift buying, double the amounts of gift wrapping, double the amounts of decorating, double the amount of everything. And so I just like, I'm still going to buy dolls, I'm still going to dye dolls, I'm still going to make videos, but I just don't think I'd have time for commissions on top of that. And then, I was just getting used to the schedule, you guys, but my son was having, like, it was a struggle working night shift. Like, he thought it was going to be easier because a lot of times he has trouble sleeping at night. It most assuredly wasn't. Like, having a delayed sleep phase disorder, like, a lot of times it's harder to sleep at night and easier to sleep during the day, but it's at this weird hours where it's not like 100% one way or the other. So like, he was finding himself just really really overly tired. He switched to day shift. Today is his first day on day shift at his new job, which was somewhere that offered him much better hours. Driving 20 minutes into the city every night for him to work 4 hours, and then having to drive back home 20 minutes, then back to get him 20 minutes, and then back home 20 minutes. I was dying. Like, I wasn't sleeping at all. So, yeah. He got a new job. It's day shift. It's not that far from our house. A lot less driving. Really, really awesome on that. And then the day before we came back from vacation, my husband got an email saying that he got the new job he wanted. We don't know what shift he's working, only that it's going to be a lot more hours. Yeah. And so that means he won't be here to help me with the stuff that he helps me with, which means I'm going to be doing all of that stuff pretty much by myself on top of it. We don't know actually, really. I mean, he'll probably be working 7 days a week, but whether or not it'll be 8 or 12 hours is still up in the air. But for the most part, like, it's still 7 days a week. So, you know, like, I'm just taking on a lot of that stuff by myself as well. So again, a schedule change. Yeah, something new to get used to. So I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm going to have as much time to devote to doing stuff for other people when I'm struggling to find time to do stuff for myself. But I don't know, you guys. Hopefully here soon, we will dye all of the winter break dolls. Like I said, I mean, you guys have seen the jade that I did. Literally, probably one of my favorite dolls that I've made. You guys voted on this hair pattern, black at the top, green at the bottom, so that's what we went with. I was dying for a jade to have black lips, and this one already has, like, such great, like, black and green colors. And of course, like, we did the ear gauges. I don't even have mine in today because I was just, like, lazy this morning. Like, I took them out to clean my ears and just, like, didn't put it back in. But yeah, so, like, absolutely love her, genuinely, truly. And then I dyed a Sunny. I ended up selling her. Haven't found another one that's that nice. Still haven't dyed a Skylar yet. I dyed Poppy, and she came out with this really, like, great, like, dark brown and black mixed hair. I'm definitely keeping her. I don't know, like, I didn't even want her. I did, like, an eyebrow repaint on her. I'm not even that great at repainting, but it came out, like, really cute. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely keeping her, even though it wasn't something I had planned. Yeah, so I still need another jade just to have one that I can keep regular, but, like, again, can't find one without, like, decent makeup. I need 2 rubies, 2 violets, 2 Skylars. Still need another Sunny, so I have one to re-dye because I kept my regular one. Still need another Poppy, so I have one of those normal. And then again, like, with the Rockstar dolls coming out, then who knows when the Sleepover line's coming out, and Series 3 is coming out, and all of the prices are going up because of the economy stuff. Like, I don't know, you guys, but we will get to dyeing them eventually. For now, I'm going to wrap this up so that I can go and work on a couple of dolls on my lunch break, because then I have to drive again right afterwards. But go follow me on Instagram. Look forward to some dolls for sale either today, hopefully today. Like, I've been trying to do it for the last 3 days and I just haven't been home long enough. And I'm not sure what we're going to do next week. If you guys have any things that you would like to see, leave it in the comments and let me know. Today was just trying to catch up with you guys after being gone for 2 weeks. If there are any dolls that you'd like to talk about, etc., let me know. And yeah, like, follow, subscribe, all of that stuff. And I will see you guys next week.